From dictatorship to suffering down to following insane laws, this is one of the few attributes of North Korea. This is a country where people live their lives for the leaders of the government, and any attempt to go contrary to these rules is death or imprisonment. The leader of North Korea decides everything for its citizens, down to what name not to answer and what hairstyle not to make. For example, some time ago, the leader Kim announced that nobody was allowed to make his kind of hairstyle. So he chose 20 different hairstyles for men and women. Nobody was allowed to bear the name Kim, so all those with that name had to change it. You can't travel outside the country, only few elites own cars. You can't watch your favorite TV show, neither make international calls. But aside from all this, let me talk about the most important part of humanity, which is faith. North Korea prohibits every form of religious activities, and most of the people there are atheists. What about missionaries? Can you go and preach? Well, that is not really easy. Do you know that Billy Graham made a groundbreaking visit to North Korea?
In that terrible moment, God took your sins and your sins.
Well, Billy Graham was an American evangelist, a prominent evangelical figure. He is known to be one of the most influential gospel preachers of the 20th century. He had so many political influence due to his association with over 12 sitting presidents of the United States, from Harry Truman to Barack Obama. After meeting with Truman in 1950, he told the press that he urged the president to counter communism in North Korea. Graham had a friendly relationship with Queen Elizabeth and was frequently invited by the royal family to special events. He was famously preaching to so much crowd in South Korea. Billy Kim was Graham's translator during his massive crusade in Seoul, which made headlines in the North Korean capital, Pyongyang. After 2 decades, the anti-communism pastor Billy Graham was invited to Pyongyang. He was an honored guest of the late Korean president Kim Il-sung. Graham brought a private message from the then president H.W. Bush and a Bible for the North Korean leader. But today, possessing a Bible can lead to criminal charges. Ruth Graham's parents were Christian missionaries in Pyongyang, a city once called a Jerusalem of the East. Graham was the first foreigner to preach at Pyongyang's Bonsu Church, one of a handful of Christian churches in North Korea. Human rights and religious groups were accused of being state propaganda. Graham's 2 trips in 1992 and 1994 helped shape policy. He offered insights to US presidents and peacemakers. He paved way for other Americans and aid workers to visit North Korea, including his son Franklin. He created a legacy and opened the door for others to come in and offer help to those suffering. Billy Graham never achieved his dream of bringing Christianity to the North Korean masses, but he did open the door of a closed society to allow AIDS and faith to trickle in. North Korea is estimated to have a population of over 26 million people, and the estimated Christians are around 12,000 to 15,000 people. This shows that the gospel needs to invade North Korea. What Billy Graham did is worth speaking about. That is why today we need people like him with global influence and power to create opportunities for missionaries to project the gospel of Christ there. What we can do as a people is to pray that God send for laborers to those areas and open the way for government to allow people to listen to the gospel of Christ. Share this story to other believers around the world so that we can come together and pray for people in that region. Peace.